from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical. This moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy. Never get behind me. Told you I'm the best. I done said it with my chest, so for real, nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with the big crowd. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck. Put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity, you suck. Home made way for a prodigy.
And I say, one for the money and two for the love. We the new era, so whoever may feel they above. Live in delusion, that's an illusion, it's absent. Keep it together, don't act like you didn't know what it was. I'm on a whole nother planet, I'm about to show you. This wouldn't work if we planned it, meaning you won't understand it. We have to rings like a Saturn. This feel like splitting an atom. We got involved with the pattern, so now we up and we at 'em. Watch out for my evolution. Around and start a revolution. I am more than a being, I'm an institution. If I gotta reiterate, that's where I'ma lose it. It's my world and I'm generous and that y'all peruse it. How obnoxious, she ain't got a conscience. She's okay with being a little absurd and pompous. That's because I kill it, then stick around just to haunt it. Waiting on my thank you, be grateful that I would even let you watch it.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with the big crowd. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck. Put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity, you suck. Home made way for a prodigy.
Go on and catch your breath for a second. Look at you.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll get to see the Eagles' burner at wide receiver, whose utter dominance has moved him within range of the single-season receiving record. It's the Eagles and the Titans under the lights on Sunday night.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play fake. Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The Eagles at 13-2 on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And now they'll run it here off tackle. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive.
You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot, because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Well, the numbers for Spears on the ground a week ago.
15 carries, 69 yards.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game, because some teams' philosophy...
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
The Kobe Dean in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Chase Young, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down.
Here's Bradley Pena now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there.
Agnew now to return. Well, following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
You talk about this Titan defense.
Well, they've certainly had their struggles against the run. At the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
Stopping the run That's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out.
There he goes, right side. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And the Titans getting set to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. You look at this Eagle defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. The whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, this has all the makings of a landmark day running the football. He scored 3 times now. We haven't hit the quarter break.
You think back to Alvin Kamara, Christmas Day 2020, 6 touchdowns, which tied Ernie Nevers, the Hall of Famer. He's halfway there already. Some fancy footwork in the early going.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Titans now just about ready to take over. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Chase Young, his second sack of the night. He continued under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
$21-0 our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. 2nd down and 8. As they've got it as we resume action. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down. And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On third down, Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. A solid stiff arm. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that goes to the goal line. If you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on fourth down. The first three, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 54 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. They go play action with Hurts. Down to the 10, and so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first-half lead. McPherson now for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Baker Mayfield going to lead his offense back out there. He's coming off his 2nd interception of the game already. And remember, he was bit by the interception bug last week. And threw 2 there as well. So things trending poorly right now as he starts again here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with second down coming up.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Now here's Bradley Pinion now. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. On the return, here's Agnew. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. That one goes for 24 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 2nd down and 4. Play action. Here's Hurts. And this is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be set. Guys in here to block, please, because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Hand off to Spears, and he is going to lose yardage here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing is Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Hurts. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And an Eagle 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Hey, Silver. Michael Hornet.
On 1st down, Hurts. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Hurts with a quick throw, complete. Touchdown, Eagles! Quez Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Check. Hey.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Oh, it's Silver, ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he gets it up past the 35.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. In motion right, Watkins. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. This now a 3rd and 4.
Hey, 73.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Hey, easy, 63, bang.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Roll. Smash.
Now Spears to begin the drive. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Okay.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 47 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And here's a give to Spears. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Right back to Spears. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Reload. Check. Panther. check. Hey, check that.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. But down this big, we know that they need touchdowns instead of field goals, but now it's add insult to injury because they can't even get the 3, Charles, on the excellent block there by the special teams.
And it certainly felt to me like the special teams consider themselves an extension of the defense, which has played well for them. They have a nice cushion. They didn't want to allow any points, any opportunity to cut into their lead. A big-time play by those guys on that side of the ball.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
$63. Hey!
From the gun, it's Hurts. Touchdown! A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Titans, nothing. McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Tennessee offense set to go again. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But
let's go now.
I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Ready, go!
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's taken on the 25. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 65 yards.
And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot. You know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell it.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll look to throw.
That's caught. Left side, it's Burks.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 71 yards.
And the Eagles extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Evan McPherson set to kick off. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Mayfield on first down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches. Him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll short a defense.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Fielded at the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for Philly. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
73.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
161 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Hey, easy, 63, bang.
They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there.
Still third down.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Here's Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Eagles.
Here's a give up the middle.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory.
but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. First down, Mayfield. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield with it once more. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is,